Hi everyone, I'm going to talk to you about text function in this video. Now, I'm going to break this video into a few segments. The first segment here, I'm going to talk about six functions, right? Or rather six items that I'm going to talk about, namely the ampersand symbol. How do we use them to combine some contents from multiple cells into a single cell? So that's what we're going to use. We're going to talk about what is a text string. We're going to include text strings in between our formulas. We're going to talk about left functions and the right function where we are using it to extract data from the start of the text or at the end from the end of the text. So we're going to talk about that as well. And of course, we are going to convert the final answers that we have as a capital letter or is a small letter. So we're going to talk about these six topics here called ampersand, text string, left, right, lower, and upper. So let's go right into it. Now, let's take a look at the sample that I have here. Okay, let's take a look at the one on the left-hand side here. I have three columns of information where I have the order ID, not order ID, the customer ID, then I have my first name and also the last name. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a full name column where the full name column is a combination of the first name and the last name. So I have a sample here in D3, and this is how we're going to write this. It's going to be like very direct. We're going to put that equals to the cell B5, and we're going to put the symbol called the ampersand. Now, this ampersand symbol allows you to combine the content together. Now, I will not immediately just press C5 because if you look at the sample above, there's a space in between. Therefore, I need to put in a text string. So I'm going to put in a text string here, open quote, space, and close quote. By doing that, I'm going to combine Amila with the space. And with the space now, I'm going to combine it. So I'm going to put another ampersand symbol and I'm going to just click C5, enter. Right. Now, many of you will say, hey, I can use a function called concatenate to do that. Yes, you can. But I'm just showing you another example of like you can use directly ampersand symbol, which is like very slick, quick, easy to combine the content together. So once I have this sample, which is right, all I need to do is just go to the dot at the corner and autofill the content down. There you go. Done. That's how quick. If you have a lot of names, like a few thousand names, you only have to write the formula once. And once the first formula is correct, second, third is correct, then you can just fill it down, right? So now that's one way you can do this. Now, I'm showing you a method where we are using the function called the text function. There are many ways to do this. I know, there are many ways to do this, but I'm just showing you the method where you can use a function to do it because you want to build something which is interactive. Assuming there are some changes on the name, the moment you change the first name and the last name, you will see that this column is automated, right? It automatically. That's why formula still uh, serves as a very powerful feature where it gives you the what do you call this, the interactivity between what you type in the first name and the last name. Right, now let's move forward. We're going to talk about how to construct the customer ID. Now I have a sample here again in E3. If you look at it, it says there AMER612. So how I form this AMER612 is that I will take the first two alphabets from the first name on the left and combine it with the last two alphabets from the last name. Put it together and AMER, that's where the alphabets are. 612 will come from the ID. So let's see how I'm going to write this. I'm going to take the AM from the word Amila from the left. So that's where I'm going to talk about equals to left. I'm going to point to the cell where it contains the text. So it says here, number of character that you wish to take to extract from the word Amila. So it's A and the M, which means there are two characters. This is why I'm going to put two. Close. But this is not all, right? Whatever result I'm going to get now is only going to be AM. So what I should do now is I want to combine it with ER. Therefore, I need to use the ampersand symbol again. This time I need the ER. ER will come from the right. Therefore, I'm going to choose right of that C5, which is the name carpenter, comma. I will also need 2 characters from the right. So I'm going to put 2, close bracket. And that's not all. That's not all. I will need to combine it with the ID. So if I press the enter now, I will have AMER612, exactly like what I wanted. However, it's not exactly the same as what I have in my sample, because what I need to do is that I need to make sure that the final result appear as all in capital letters, right? So I'm going back to the formula. I'm just double clicking it. I'll go right in front of the formula. I'm going to put in the function called upper. Now I open a bracket. Now they ask me, which is the text that you're going to make it into all capital letters? So the entire formula that I wrote on left, right, and A5, it's going to be capitalized. So I'm going to go all the way to the end. I'm going to close the bracket, enter. There you go. It's all capital letter now. Right, so I just have to double click. Okay, so that's how easy it can be. Right. Now, let's give you another quick example of if I were to prepare an email address for each of these customer for logging into our system or so whatnot, right? So let's take a look at the sample on top. What I need to have here is like I want everything in small letters, so I'm going to start with lower. Now, I'm going to start taking in information bit by bit. So I need the alphabet C, and the C, it's coming from the word carpenter. So I'm going to type left of C5, comma 1, close bracket, because I need only the alphabet C. And what's going to happen is I'm going to combine it with the little dot right at the bottom. So I'm going to put a text string, dot, plus double quotes. And again, I need to bring in the word Amila now. So it's going to be in B5. Hey, that's it. Now, and again, because this is going to an email address and it has something called a domain name here at email.com. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put in a text string at email.com. Close double quote, then close bracket for the lower. So when I press enter, there you go. That's all you need to do. So once you are familiar with the left, right, the upper, lower, plus the text string and the ampersand symbol, you can achieve this in seconds. If you know how to write all this, you don't have to work so hard. You just have to make sure that the first formula is correctly generated, and you go. I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.